Hi everyone, welcome to Maximum Attack Rallying. Slightly different video today. I had intended for this to be a review of what we were hoping was going to be a thrilling Jim Clark rally. Obviously we did not have William Creighton or Keith Cronin there, so it was looking like a very open event indeed, and we could have crowned a new winner. Unfortunately, and very, very sadly, instead, the UK motorsport community finds itself in mourning as on Saturday we lost Welsh co-driver Dai Roberts. He was killed while competing on the event held in the Scottish borders, which was the third round of the British Rally Championship. The 39-year-old was competing alongside James Williams in a Hyundai i20 Rally 2. They had an incident on the 8th stage, which tragically resulted in the loss of Dai's life. James suffered serious but not life-threatening injuries. He was airlifted to hospital in Edinburgh. Obviously the rally was stopped and the Reavers rally that was supposed to run on Sunday was also cancelled. It's horrible, isn't it? Really, really awful. And it's even more tragic in a way because Dai's death is made all the more painful with the fact that his brother Gareth was killed at the 2012 Targa Florio, where he was competing alongside Craig Breen. And of course, we lost Craig just a couple of years ago in a testing accident after his return to the Hyundai World Rally team. And I don't know, it's just a tragic series of events. You know, Dai had to endure another fatal accident back in 2014. He was co-driving for Timothy Cathcart, who sadly lost his life on the 2014 Ulster Rally. And I think that just makes it, as I said, all the more awful, doesn't it? It must be, it's impossible to know what to say, you know, when it comes to how the Roberts family must be feeling right now. For them to lose another son in that manner is just a tragedy, isn't it? And it was an awful weekend for British motorsport all round. So historic racer Julian Grimwade, he lost his life at Donington Park on the very same day. So just a really, really awful weekend for the British motorsport community. Obviously, I can't imagine how the rally organisers are feeling after what's happened, nor James, who was obviously driving the car. We all know that rallying is dangerous, don't we? And the Jim Clark is a particularly challenging event, probably one of the toughest closed road rallies in the UK. But I think it's safe to say, isn't it, that the UK rally community is reeling from this. You know, I'm sure questions are going to be asked in the weeks and months ahead, and I am certain that lessons will be learned. I think we are very good at that in the UK. And you know, and I'm sure that steps will be taken to try and mitigate the risk further in the future. But it doesn't help us right now, does it? It's a horrible feeling, and it's. I think it makes us all question, doesn't it? You know, we love this sport, but it does make us question the value of it and the risks and what can happen. That said, you know, I think we also have to remember, I don't want to dwell completely in all of the horrible stuff. You know, I think we should remember the positive impact that Dai had. You know, he was a great co-driver. He won the National Asphalt Championship with James Williams back in 2022 in a Hyundai. And, you know, he had competed all over the world in all kinds of cars, you know, in the US, in the UK, in Europe. And, you know, and he was a great co-driver. He was also a talented driver. He competed in his own Peugeot 205. And, you know, he clearly loved rallying. You know, the outpouring of grief on social media shows what a popular character he was. And, you know, and he did things outside of the car. He was crucial in the establishment of the Gareth Roberts Fund, which helped people that had been injured as a result of rallying. So, you know, he was rallying through and through, wasn't he? And I did want to just talk about some of those positives. You know, he was a very talented guy, and we should remember all of those good things, as well as obviously being very, very sad about what's happened. So I'm not going to say too much more about this now. This is a short video. I just wanted to mark what had happened. And I think all I can do, and I'm sure you would agree with me in this, is to just extend my deepest condolences to the Roberts family and to everyone that knew Dai and everyone that was involved with the rally and everyone that was at the scene and to the emergency services. And Also, just send my best wishes to James and to wish him a speedy recovery. As I said, things must be extremely difficult for him right now. So I know that everyone in the rally community will be behind him and wishing the very best. So I think we will leave it there. Not a very cheerful video to make, of course, but it is a stark reminder of the dangers of our sport. So thank you for watching. As always, I will leave this one there and I will see you next time.